I've got a dropbox from a dumper. It has 2 stripped holes and 1 broken bolt, so its mounting bracket cannot be bolted on. I noticed this isn't the first time this problem occurred with the dropbox. All the holes have inserts in them from when they previously stripped and were repaired. I also noticed someone had a failed attempt at removing this bolt. They drilled completely miss, and they grounded down the surface that's supposed to be level. Fitting new inserts isn't really an option here, because I'd have to drill the holes out bigger, and this wouldn't work because I would end up drilling into these other holes. So what I need to do is weld it up and re-drill the holes back to standard size. The dropbox is made of aluminium. This material is going to get extremely hot when I weld, so I'm going to strip out a couple parts that I don't want exposed to excessive heat. I'm going to be TIG welding to build up the aluminium. I want to fill you in on more information about this job. It is a breakdown, so it has to be repaired as quick as possible so it can get back to site. In many cases, when one machine stands, it results in other machines standing as well. For example, if this dumper is not operating, a loader that's supposed to be loading it is also not operating. And other machines also stand that are waiting for the material to be tipped from the dumper. So there's a whole domino effect to it. You can imagine how much money is lost when there's so many machines standing. This was a Sunday. The sites are closed. I need to complete this job so the dropbox can be fitted to the dumper, and when the sites open on Monday, the dumper's operating again. Back to the job. I'm using the grinder to level the surface. I should be skimming it in the milling machine, but time isn't exactly on my side here. I would have to strip the whole dropbox to lighten it so I could clamp it on the side of the milling machine bed. I was confident enough to do it with the grinder in any case. I would just like to add here. The bracket that's bolted onto the dropbox gets a large rubber between it and the chassis when mounted. So if my bracket is bolted slightly skew, it's no train smash. There will be enough movement on the rubber mountings to align the holes to mount the dropbox. Don't get me wrong here. The main goal is to always get it as close to perfect as possible. I drilled and tapped the first 2 holes so that I could bolt the bracket on and see how it was sitting. Everything looked good. The bracket was sitting level and looks like the 3rd hole was perfectly aligned. So I drilled and tapped, and that was the job complete. The bolts enter perfectly and the bracket is lying level on the surface I grinded. The dropbox is ready for collection and the dumper will be operating on Monday morning. Thanks for watching, guys.